Hey again, everyone. Recent finds to tell you about. Let me show you. So first, what I have to show you is a few things by a band that has taken the vinyl community on YouTube by storm over the past, I don't know, year or so. And that band is Skizzo's, that's right, punk rock from Louisiana. Very DIY, very lo-fi, very screechy, noisy punk rock. And this particular cassette that was released recently is called Banned from the High Tone. It's Skizzo's live in Tennessee. It's on Total Punk Records. And they released two different versions of this cassette. They released a blue version and a white version. Do you guys see the relevance of these two? What's going on here? Do you know why these two things go together? Okay, no hints from me. You let me know in the comments below. 50 of each of these were released, 50 blue and 50 white. I got them both. Now let's move on to more Skizzos. Okay, you're all familiar with this debut album, I think, by the Skizzos. If you've watched this channel before, if you've watched Ryan Kidd's channel, Lionel Richie, a lot of people have shown this record over the last year, few months. This is the first issue, I believe, right here. It's on a standard black vinyl. I already had this one in my collection. I'm just showing it so that when I show you the other pressings, it'll make a little more sense. Here's the first pressing, black vinyl. The second pressing was red vinyl, and it's got the same center label as the black vinyl, but this one here is numbered on the back cover, 108 of 200 there. And so that's the second one. Now, recently, there was a third pressing that has been issued, and that is this one here. And the difference is, for all you collectors that have to be completists like me, the center label is different, right? Black vinyl. That's the only difference, really. Same cover. Now, there's another third pressing version, which was a bit more hard to find, and that is this one right here. Now, this is what's called a risograph printed paste-on cover. That's right, this piece of paper is just pasted on the black background, and you'll see here that the record has the new third pressing label on it, black vinyl. That's the only difference, though, is this risograph printed cover. So this is what I got recently, along with the other third pressing. Ordered them directly from Sweet Time Records. I don't know if they still have them available, but there it is, the beautiful risograph paste-on cover by the Skizzos. Now, moving right along to further complete my very complete Skizzos collection. And if you go back a few months, I did another video on my entire Skizzos collection as it stood back then. But this really does complete the discography. I think I have one of each of every Skizzos release at this point. This is the Sweet Time Records compilation, which does have a bunch of bands on it, including Skizzos. Really great stuff on here. I can't really remember what some of my favorite bands were, but I really liked most everything, if not everything on here. I was impressed with this comp. So double record comp. It's cool colored vinyl, as you can see. And yeah, I would recommend this to anybody who likes Skizzos or any other band on Sweet Time. I think you'll be hip to some cool stuff. There's the other record, Sweet Time Records comp. That's what I bought recently. Thank you, Sweet Time. You're a great little record label. Now, apart from Skizzos and punk rock and abrasive, challenging music, I like some pop music as well. And recently, I picked up a title by one of my favorite current pop performers, and that is Oliver Tree. This is his latest record called Cowboy Tears. It was originally released, I believe, last year on CD only, but now this year, vinyl copies and cassette copies have come around. Here is the black vinyl standard version here of Cowboy Tears. And then I also got, because I'm kind of an Oliver Tree completist, or I'm trying to be, I got this version, which is, according to the hype sticker, there it is, the blue vinyl. exclusive blue vinyl. And now the difference when this is a gatefold cover. There's old Oliver in his cowboy wear. Gatefold cover, and you'll dig this beautiful blue vinyl there. Yeah, it's great. His stuff is kind of a mix of a lot of genres. Certainly a little hip hop, certainly alternative music, certainly experimental country and pop music, straight up pop. I love this stuff. His first album, Ugly is Beautiful, was also very good, but it was not country flavored like this is. And I got to tell you, if this is country music, then consider me a country music fan. So Oliver Tree, awesome record. And let's move on. Now, some of you know that I like collecting weird religious records. There's one guy in particular that I really like to collect, and this isn't the record or the item I got new, but I'm just showing you this as a little background. Merrell Womack is a preacher, a gospel singer from back in the day who burned his face off in a plane accident. And he put out this record called Happy Again, which kind of goes through a movie that was made about him called He Restoreth My Soul. And there you see he burned his face off there. Yeah, it doesn't look good. And it just happens to be signed by the director of the movie, Mel White, who was a clergyman and movie director back then, a Christian preacher. And I guess in the late 80s or 90s, he was struggling with being attracted to men. He told his wife, look, I'm attracted to men. I don't know what to do. Then he went through this process of trying to beat the gay out of himself with electrocution and hypnotism and all this shit. And then he finally said, hell with it, I'm gay. And now he's an openly gay preacher these days. Still alive, Mel White. And actually, fun trivia, Mel White's son, Mike White, was in the movie School of Rock with Jack Black. And I think he's a writer, producer, and he's bi. His son's bi. And anyway, that's a little history. Mel White signed it for me. Now, the thing I got for my Merrell Womack collection that I did not have yet. Now, I got to tell you, this is not a very recent find. This is something I got maybe, I don't know, a year ago from a YouTube subscriber. You know who you are. Thank you very much. You'll know when you see this. Who also has an affinity for religious records and that kind of thing. And so he knew that I was into Merrell, and he sent me this thing, and I lost it. I misplaced it for like a year. I could not find it. I finally found it. It is the Chinese version of Merrell Womack's book, Tested by Fire, which is all about his plane crash, right? All about his plane crash. There's him with the burned face and his wife. And, I have the regular U.S. version of this, but look at this, man. Chinese books, they go backwards. They open backwards, like from the back cover instead of the front. Dig it. Look at that. Chinese, y'all. It's all Chinese. I ain't going to read that. I can't read that. But I will collect it. Me and religious records, I don't know what it is. I'm attracted to weird religious records. I have a little bit of Catholic damage that I'm still dealing with, I'm sure, as an adult. So thank you. You know who you are, for sending me this. I appreciate it. A long time ago, I know. But there you go. Those are my recent finds. Thank you guys for watching. Schizzos rule, as does Oliver Tree and Merrell Womack. I'll talk to you next time. May the rock and roll gods bless you all as they've blessed me. See you later.